Damn, son, it's Major League Rock. And she till I die, all these lollies call me. Rubbing on her thighs, she stay wet for her. Shawty so kawaii.
Jump Force is close to having its last two DLC characters from DLC Season 1 released for the game. Law is set to release in December, most likely having Grimmjow release with him for the last DLC pack of the season. But what happens after that? Is the game done? Will we not have any new characters? The answer is most likely that we actually will. Let's start with the question many people ask, and that is, do the developers even care enough to make more DLC? Well, you could look at it in a way where the developers had already announced the 9 DLC characters, so they couldn't go back on their word. But after those 9, they could just end it there since they haven't promised any more. But the developers have shown that they actually do care to provide more content, and most of that content has been free with no purchase necessary. They have added costumes, items, game features, events, and even special moves from characters that are not even on the roster. This shows that the developers still hold interest in new content for Jump Force, since they didn't even have to give us that stuff, especially for free, but they did. Next, we have the fact that 5 placeholder files data mined by Sergio M3 are files specifically for characters. These of course don't have any names because they are just placeholders, but they are specifically for characters. This of course does not mean that they are going to add all these 5 characters, but it would be odd if they did not, since the placeholder folders did not exist until the most recent patch of the game that added Madara Uchiha and Toshiro Hitsugaya to the roster. 5 characters is a lesser number than the 9 released in DLC Season 1, but it's still enough to be called a season, and who's to say they won't add more? Next up is the demand for new characters. I think it should be obvious to everyone that the demand is there. Even people who don't play the game anymore most of the time will admit that they will come back if a specific character is added to the roster. And even with the most disappointing characters of DLC Season 1, people still showed support for them and purchased them. And finally, I will be pointing out that Jump Force now holds a nomination for Fighting Game of the Year for the 2019 Video Game Awards.
On December 12th, games will come alive at the Game Awards, streaming live around the world. This year, we are going to celebrate the best in video games and esports like we always do. In the best fighting game category, the jury has selected these nominees: Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Most likely the game won't beat Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or Mortal Kombat 11, but if it beats the other games nominated, or even pulls off the impossible and actually comes out in second place, I am certain the developers will create another DLC season of characters, and with DLC Season 1 ending in December, the earliest we can see DLC Season 2 would be in 2020. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up so others have the chance to come across this video. My name's Kajik, and I'll talk to you in the next video.